Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're reacting to Tilt by Irene and Seulgi from ReVeluv. You go for it.
Okay. Based on zero information that I have on these people.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Welcome back, guys. We're going to be checking out some more K-pop, more people from groups in which I've never heard of before. This is Mal, my best friend. She's taking me through a K-pop journey, essentially. Those of you that are familiar with me probably know me more for doing J-pop reactions, if anything. So this is all new ground for me. I don't know what we're doing, who sounds like what, or anything like that. And Mal's been really great with me here and has been filling me in on all this information about each group. So who are these people?
This is Irene and Seulgi.
Okay.
Irene and Seulgi are from the K-pop group ReVeluv.
Okay.
They are a 5-piece group. However, I do believe they lost a couple of members to contract issues.
Okay.
Not surprising because ReVeluv debuted in 2014. So we're coming upon their 11th year of being a group. The fact that they I just mentioned to you in the 17 video, the 7-year curse. These girls have beat that.
Okay.
Idols tend to age out pretty quickly in the K-pop industry. Honestly, I think even in recent times, 7 years is a stretch. A lot of them aren't even making it that long. But ReVeluv has consistently produced quality work. They are another really innovative K-pop girl group. They experiment with sounds. Some of their songs are weird. They're controversial. You have songs like ReVeluv has put out, like Rookie, which people will fucking go to blows on whether or not that's a good or a bad song.
Okay.
Because it's different.
Interesting.
Yeah. I hated Rookie when I first heard it. But
Okay.
the more I listen to it, the more I listen to ReVeluv, now it's one of my favorite songs by them. I think you have to maybe come to appreciate their style to be able to... Oh, and I don't know that this is going to be relevant to this video, but their name is ReVeluv because that's the two sides to them. They have the red side, which is the more poppy, happy, upbeat, silly side.
Okay.
Velvet, the more mature, sophisticated R&B side.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really think that's relevant here because Irene and Seulgi are just gonna kind of do whatever the fuck Irene and Seulgi want to do. And
my initial question is why Irene and Seulgi? Is there?
it's a good question.
Does that make sense?
There's probably an answer out there which people are more than welcome to give us. I don't know why, other than Irene is kind of the face of the group, and
Okay.
she's not the main vocal. I would say the main vocal is Wendy. Wendy is a powerhouse belter, but she does sing very well. And then Seulgi would be your main dancer
Okay.
of the group.
Maybe they just vibe a little more together.
I think maybe their aesthetics and personalities kind of mesh better.
Okay.
This is going to be their second release as a subunit of ReVeluv. Their first one was Monster. It did really well. It received some criticism, which I think this one's probably going to, just by looking at this initial image of queer baiting.
Okay.
I can't speak to that. I'm not LGBTQ, but I also am not opposed to the things that I have seen them do in the past. I think it's sexy.
Okay.
I love seeing them together. I think they have great chemistry on screen together.
I'll probably like it too.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
I mean, there's not a whole lot to dislike, right?
Okay.
But so I think they're more underrated. We were talking before about how some groups have more international popularity versus Korean popularity. I want to say ReVeluv are one of the more Korean-sided groups. I don't think their international following is quite where their Korean following is, and I think specifically with the subunit that's probably true. But I think that's part of what makes them so underrated, because some of the songs they put out with their Monster album were phenomenal. They were S-tier quality tracks. So maybe they don't do as well because it's part and not the whole
Okay.
of ReVeluv, but I think it's gonna whatever this is, I am already pretty sure it's gonna be pretty stellar. So
Cool. Okay. I feel like I'm ready to check this out. How about you?
I am. Oh, Seulgi's my bias, by the way. Of the entirety of ReVeluv, not just this duo, but
Okay. And which one is?
she's the
Seulgi?
one on the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So without the ponytail. Okay.
Yeah. She's gonna be the one dancing her ass off.
Okay. Okay. But before we check this out, guys, feel free to check out my memberships. They're only $1, and you get early access to videos like these, and also some of the anime reactions as well. Oh yeah, they're hot.
Yeah. Indisputably.
That took 2 seconds for me.
And that's Seulgi. Like, can we just fierce?
She got legs.
She got everything, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Irene's gonna be your more classic beauty.
She has interesting eyes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's there. That's beautiful.
Interesting camera work.
Very. Some of these shots are just gorgeous.
Musically, a lot of interesting ideas, different transitions, and there's some depth in there.
Yeah. And this choreography, very intricate, small movements. Oh wow. In the interest of not influencing you yet again,
You want to hear my thoughts?
in a different direction.
I thought so far today we've done some filming already. This is probably the most interesting song we've done so far. It's, you know, like I was trying to say during the video, I think musically it's got a lot of interesting things going on. It's kind of dark, but still keeping that upbeat kind of dance beat going, so it keeps the energy moving. But it's got some darkness in there, and some of the lyrics too was kind of like, you know, there's some depth to the lyrics as well, talking about something a bit more in depth. And I think the video aesthetics are on point. Very interesting video. There are aspects of it I wanted to save until now. There's aspects of that video that actually remind me of the Bjork video, All Is Full of Love.
Okay, shut your mouth. I have to make another point, because I was reading up on this before we got here, and literally it specifically said, the duo also placed great emphasis on visuals. The music video for Tilt embraces avant-garde aesthetics featuring surreal 3D art that fans have compared to the works of Bjork. So you are not alone in noticing that, and absolutely All Is Full of Love, right? Like, I very got like All Is Full of Love vibes.
Yeah, especially when they were together and like getting like really close together and like embracing each other. Total all is full of love vibes.
Yeah.
And with like the peeling of the way of the faces, it kind of gave a little bit of that
The robotic
thing. Yeah. At some point they leaned away from it, which is fine, but like it's cool that they even went there to begin with. And and I've never really seen another video that gave me that same vibe.
Yeah.
If you guys have never checked out All Is Full of Love by Bjork, that music video, do yourself a favor and do it.
It's set the standard for
it's one of the
videos in the 90s.
Yeah, it's one of the greatest music videos I would say of all time. Because like back in the 90s, I would say music videos, and they're probably still doing it now, especially with these K-pop videos and stuff.
Yeah.
But like especially in the 90s, I remember like stories would be told practically through music videos, and like there'd be a whole narrative through it, and so we used to look forward to music videos all the time. It was just like the music video itself was like the thing to look forward to. It was almost just as important as the song itself. And so and so it's kind of nice that this video kind of brought me back to that. Now is this song something that I normally would go out of my way to check out and dive into? Not really. No, it's a bit still out of my my comfort zone or my box, I guess. But still being exposed to it and just being open to it and absorbing it, I'm starting to slowly grasp like what makes one song different from another in K-pop, and like and it's still a different, and not just a spoken language, but I kind of feel like it's a different musical language too. For me, it's a different realm from what I'm used to doing, which is kind of more like heavier stuff like rock, metal, things like that. So it's an interesting ride for me. So I would say I'll wait for my rating, but those are my initial thoughts.
Yeah.
What about you?
I really love the maybe you had to be there, but like the 90s EDM trance kind of very reminiscent of that. I wouldn't say like derivative, like I feel like they took it and made it their own. It still sounded fresh and new. It didn't sound dated or anything like that, but like more like they drew influence into it and then like made it their own thing. So the sound of that song is absolutely up my alley. I absolutely love the song. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was super well produced. Red Velvet are part of SM, which is one of the big 3 record labels in Korea. They're where NCT lives as well. So they are going to get that production budget. They are going to get like the best songs out there. But I think putting these two together, specifically Irene and Seulgi, they made it their own. They made it their own creation. It was like this living organism because of Irene and Seulgi. Like just their dynamism as a duo, their chemistry. Was there a little flirting? Maybe there was a little flirting. Was it beautiful and lovely and wonderful and not tacky at all? Yeah, it was. Like I thought it was tastefully done. Like I mean
like you said organism, and all I could think was orgasm, but like maybe you misspoke. I'm not sure, but
I didn't. But not unrelated or not irrelevant. I think both Irene and Seulgi regularly make the list of the K-pop idols that lesbians are most here for.
Okay.
And I think they made those lists prior to like when they started being a duo, but like I think you can see why, right? Like they're comfortable in their sexuality. They're this is that would be taboo for a lot of Korean artists, right? Like homosexuality, not exactly still.
Yeah, in certain circles, it's not accepted. Yeah.
No, so it is brave and bold of them, I think, to go there and like, they don't care whether or not you think they're lesbians. They're performing. They're performers, and they're the song is sexy, and it evokes that kind of performance. I feel like, and it just everything about it just worked for me. I'm a huge fan of the video, huge fan of the song, and of these two girls and how they performed together. And their choreography was beautiful.
Yes. Everything about this was pretty impressive. Even if it's not in my own wheelhouse, I can still recognize that it is what it is. I think just in general, like in whether we're dealing with K-pop or J-pop, just pop in general is usually outside my wheelhouse. It's not it's not usually where I go. So it's always gonna be there's always gonna be a little resistance from me to begin with, but it's really fun whenever I am able to like see certain things and go, oh, I can totally see why you like that, and like even if it's not 100% for me, I can see why others like it and respect it. And so yeah, like this song was actually pretty awesome. So are you ready for
I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably give, this one's hard because it's please note we're working with like one earbud right now because I can't hear him if I have two earbuds in. So if I get like the complete picture of the song, I know my rating's gonna go up. So it's like an 8 for me right now, but that's gonna, I guarantee you, the more I listen to it and watch the video and really kind of listen to all the intricacies in the music that you can't really necessarily hear with just one earbud in, it's gonna get even better for me.
Sure. Yeah. It's I would probably say the same. It would definitely be better to have both ears in at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be, I'm sure that bass is just gonna be a lot more boomy.
Yeah.
But I would probably give it like a high 7, like a 7.8. It's just really well done. Even if it's not 100% for me, I can still recognize it for what it is, and it's something of high value. And just not only the visual aesthetics of the video, but just the song itself. It's well made. And yeah, and I think you brought up some good points about the whole like EDM trance kind of situation, and yeah, I think 7.8 for me.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I loved it. I knew I was going to. I love Irene and Seulgi. I think they make such a powerhouse duo.
Yeah. And
I mean, it was even if you didn't like the song, like the delivery of it was flawless. The
aesthetics and they're hot. Like I see it.
Yeah.
You guys have good taste. So but okay. That's all I got.
Yeah, no. I'm very pleased.
Okay, guys. Feel free to let us know in the comments where else you would like us to go. I'm a bit of a blank slate, so you can probably suggest anything, and I haven't seen it. So feel free to let us know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the reaction, but that's it from us, and we'll see you later.